Hello, everybody. Welcome to RØDECaster User Meetup. People from Clubhouse. I see Angelique in the house. I see DMV. Also, DMV, welcome to Clubhouse. You just joined Clubhouse, it seems like. Let's see what I can do here. Let me switch to Clubhouse. That's the people that you're seeing here. Angelique, if you are able to join. I thought maybe we can start talking first either on Clubhouse or hop onto Zoom. But of course, if you want to join Zoom, this is what you need to do. Let me show you how to do that. So when you go to the website, learner2learner.com, you will find the call in with Zoom button. And now we actually have registration enabled because unfortunately, a couple of weeks ago, we actually got Zoom bombed on YouTube, so we don't want to do that. So if you would like to join the Zoom call by asking a question, or if you just want to stay on Clubhouse, Angelique, and just chat with the issue, happy to do so on Clubhouse only. But if you want to join through Zoom, this is the link that you need to go to. Let me see if I can copy that link and paste it inside of Clubhouse. I'm going to paste it in the Clubhouse chat. So that's the link. You can go to the website. You can join then the conversation directly with us, and you'll be on the show, obviously, and talk to us directly on there. And there's also the scroll on the bottom also will enable you to, we'll tell you where to go to do that. My name is John. This show is Learn to Learner. It is one of the shows on the show's RØDECaster User Meetup. It is one of the Learn to Learner channels on shows on this channel. And what we do here on RØDECaster User Meetup is gather all the RØDECaster users, whether or not you're seasoned users or if you're new to it, if you are just researching and planning on getting a RØDECaster, you're welcome to do so. Come join us for that conversation. So now I'm hoping that the registration link would work, and those people who, if you're watching this and if you want to join, that's the link that you want to go to. And Angelique, just let me know where you want to connect, and then we can talk a little bit more about your issue that you've been experiencing. So I use Ecamm. I also use RØDECaster, and Angelique also recently started using Ecamm. Ecamm Live, the software, as well as RØDECaster Pro II. And the setup that she's having is not quite exactly what she wanted. The sound have this, what to me sounded like a little double signal piping into the feed. So we'll see if she's able to join and then chat with us a little bit more about it. And hopefully all the other folks, if they are able to join, can actually click on the link. It's a registration link. It's fairly new. Like I said, last 2 weeks, we had somebody Zoom bombed our feed, our meeting, and I didn't want to do that anymore. So now I actually, what happened is if you go to the website and if you register, I will be able to get a notification, and from Zoom, I'll be able to approve you. Once I approve you, you will get an email from Zoom giving you the exact link that you would need. So Angelique, if you want to join us through Zoom, you would have to do that. Go to the website, click on the link. There's only name, email address, and then one question just to kind of let me know that you are truly you. But obviously, I know who you are. So if I see the name, I would definitely approve you to join the Zoom call. So let's see. Okay, I got a new Mac Mini, and some of you who watched the impromptu live feed last night would know that I was planning to set this up so that I can actually use the I can actually use the new Mac Mini to run the show. I was way too ambitious. Even I actually knew that I was too ambitious because there were just so many things that you have to set up to get your machine going, and not just like even like set up email and like basic stuff, browser and all that. It's already complicated enough. Here I am thinking that I'm able to set up my live stream software and all the additional peripherals that go with it. So I did not get to. I did get it going a little bit, but that also got me thinking about what can I do more with this new Mac Mini. I haven't tested it out. You haven't actually live streamed with it yet. So I'm hoping that the performance is actually good. It's actually better than my M1 machine. Oh, I did see, hey, Michael. Michael is trying to get on the show. Let me see if I can go to the registration link. Michael is also another user. He's actually a RØDECaster and Ecamm user, just like Angelique and myself. So I'm going to see if I can resend the confirmation email for Michael. Hopefully he'll join us momentarily. He should be getting that confirmation. If not, I'm gonna send that to him. Michael, if you're watching, I saw that you just requested. I just saw a notification coming in that you've requested to join the meeting through the link that I sent. Oh, here it is. I see Michael joining us now. Adding Michael to the show. Here it is. Here's Michael. All right. Hello, Michael. I'm going to add you to camera A. Swing things around. Oh, John Lowe just joined on Clubhouse as well. Hello, Michael. How are you?
Hey, John. How you doing?
Good, good.
Came in a bit late here. I had to navigate your new Zoom protocols.
Yeah. Yes. So if you keep that email, now I'm curious because I haven't tested it in a longer period of time. I feel like if you keep the email, like just kind of remember that email, that link should be the same. We'll figure out like in the next few weeks, we'll find out if that is true or not. So if you kind of like save that email, you should be able to get it. But what you did also, I think you went to the website, and did you have to re-register, or did you, when you put in your email, it already tell you you've registered?
I had to re-register, but I've done something like this before where if I put the same email address, it'll just say join the meeting. So I did see that. in the email. It just said to join.
I
So
see, I see. So yeah, I actually got a notification as well. In fact, I actually saw it. Was it yesterday or like yesterday or the day before too? I got a notification from Zoom saying that you've requested to join. But since you've already been approved, so once you click on the link, you're able to get in. So
awesome.
or I maybe you can test it out and let me know if that is still true. Where if you keep that same email, you might be able to just click on that email and join us.
Yeah,
Like
yeah, I
this
can try
same
that
link,
next
yeah.
week.
So, tell us a little bit about Michael, about your Ecamm usage. When did you start using Ecamm? When did you start using your RØDECaster Pro II? Because as you were joining us, I was telling people that Angelique, a friend of mine from Clubhouse, who just got Ecamm and just got RØDECaster Pro II and was having some issues with audio. And so maybe you can tell us a little bit more about your background, and maybe when she gets on, or maybe when we try to like think through her issue, you can, yeah, I'll know how much to to ask from you about your experience on Ecamm and also RØDECaster Pro II.
Yeah, sure thing. I really had to think there because I think I've heard of Ecamm a long time now, and this would have been just about when the pandemic would have started, and I was shifting more because I used to be a math tutor. I used to teach math
Mm.
the kids, and so I shifted from teaching in person to online, and I was, going through the whole process of trying to figure out how to navigate, moving
Ah,
things online.
yeah.
And so I stumbled across Ecamm, but I don't think I wasn't sold on it quite yet, but I
Mm.
did love the flexibility, and I use Mac. I've been
Hmm.
using Mac for a while now. And so I think it was probably in 2021, November of 2021, or April of 2021, I decided
Oh.
to try it out. And I was blown away with just how easy it was to create a scene and to just get started. It just has this simple drag and drop
Very
interface where it's
flexible,
not
right?
as
Yeah, just like any
very
Mac
flexible.
thing. Yeah, yeah.
Yeah, just had that Mac feel to it. Because I had tried OBS, and OBS, it's good, but
I
it's a bit clunky in terms of messing
yeah.
with the
For Mac
settings. And
users especially, right?
yeah, I was like, okay, let me try this Ecamm thing, and it worked out really well. So I've been using it for the past since
Oh wow.
2021, and I've had the RØDECaster Pro
Since
II
it came out, I think you said.
since it came out. Yeah.
So now I would say like a year and a half maybe. I think it's like, has it been a year and a half for our RØDECaster
Yeah, it might be. I think it
release?
was like June of 2022.
June of 2022. So yeah, it's almost so like a year and a half then, almost 2 years.
Yeah, yeah, yeah.
Okay, I just have another John Lowe who just registered. So now at least it gives me a warning of who's coming on.
Awesome.
Oh gosh, unlike the other day, it was like, ooh, somebody just pop on. I'm not sure if they're a real person
Right.
or not. I have no
No
idea.
scares this time around, huh?
Yes, hopefully. So that's good. So then maybe I will try to describe the issue that I believe is. Oh, Angelique is also joining us. So she's the one that I was telling you that has the issue. So I'm going to go to my registration form, and I'm gonna go ahead and add her on here. Okay, it's good that I can actually see that. Okay, approve Angelique. So she'll probably be joining us momentarily. I was asking her maybe she could join us through the phone so that she can show us some of like her settings. So maybe you'll be a good person to kind of, because I'm fairly new too. You'll be a great person to add on to kind of help troubleshoot what that issue, which is part of the fun of this show, is we're doing it live, right? We're taking some of these real issues and we're actually troubleshooting it live on YouTube. Now, of course, we only have 1 hour for RØDECaster user meetup, but we always have sound check, and sound check will be a continuation of our conversations. If we couldn't get her issues resolved, we can actually bring it over to the next session at the top of the hour. So we're about 15 minutes into, so about 45 minutes we'll switch over, if I remember. Sometimes I forget. So if you're still here, Michael, remind me if it's 9 o'clock and I still haven't done anything.
Yeah, I'll be here. I'll be here. I'm curious to know if that's why you called it learner to learner, where it's
Yes.
just okay.
Yes, that's the whole idea is I'm not really a teacher because I feel like sometimes you expect like somebody who's teaching, and you as a teacher know that it carries a different, I guess, chemistry with everybody. It just carries a different vibe. And
Yeah,
because I'm not a professional of anything, I have some experience. I have experience gathering people, but I may not have the audio knowledge. So I want to pick into other people's brain, and let's come together and learn together. And sometimes like I don't know the answer. Let's figure it out and see,
yeah.
click this button and see if it works. So
Yeah, I got that. I
that's the
got that a
idea.
lot in the whole Ecamm ecosystem
Hmm.
because I joined the Facebook group and I was like, oh, people are like doing
Very
lives
helpful.
and stuff.
Yeah,
So
yeah.
it's just that learning ecosystem. So I
Yes.
figured like, that would probably work here as well. And it's just a good way for people to learn from each other
Hmm.
without any sort of
I call it
no
without
persecution or
judgment.
anything. Yeah, without judgment. That's what I'm looking for. That's the word I'm looking for.
Right. I call it a judgment-free learning. So, it's whatever we can collectively come up as the as a like a space for us to learn together. So Angelique now join us, and I see Glenn, our usual friend, also join us. Hello, Glenn. I'm going to add Glenn to the call. I'm going to add Angelique to the call. And whenever you're ready with your camera. Oh, Angelique. Oh, looks like Angelique's husband's also here. Hello. I did not catch your name. What's your name?
My name's Donnell.
Donnell. Okay, maybe I do know. I've heard of maybe, yeah. Okay, so welcome, and let's see if we can figure this out together. Let's hear this. So you're joining us through Zoom directly, right?
Yes. Yeah.
Okay.
Well, I had you on Clubhouse, but I don't have my battery is not going to make it.
I see. No, this is
Yeah.
actually, this is probably better actually.
Okay.
At least we can now test and see if we can hear you correctly inside of Zoom. So you are, the way you connect to Ecamm, no, the way you connect to Zoom right now, is it through your system? It's through your RØDECaster?
Yes.
Okay.
Mhm.
So I'm hearing now, of course, because of Zoom, right? Do you also have the original sound for musicians turned off or on there? Is it probably still off? Do you know what I'm talking about? Okay, so in Zoom, there is a setting where you can actually, let me see if I can move that to my desktop. Let me show you. So you're gonna see this here on Zoom in your Zoom audio settings. There is a setting in here. Hopefully you can you see it? Oh wait, is the pop-up not showing up? Oh, which screen am I showing? I'm on the wrong screen. I'm on the wrong screen. Hang on. Give me 1 second. I'm going to share the right screen here. We're doing all this live secondary screen. Okay, there you go. That's more like it. Now you're seeing it. So in your Zoom call, you should be able to go into the Zoom preferences.
Yep,
And then
I'm in there.
come down to audio settings. So, okay, so you're in audio setting. If you see, do you see the
Original sound.
original sound? Yeah, and that you're probably not on there, but before we go there, I would probably just have you go onto turn it on, but I might have you turn it back off if you're not on the chat channel. But did you turn on or off your mix minus since we spoke? Do you remember if you turn your mix minus on your RØDECaster on or off?
No, I can't remember. I think it's still on.
How about is your input, or they call it microphone on Zoom, RØDECaster main multi, because we have you turn that on. So
Right.
RØDECaster multi-track or multi-channel, is that the input?
Yeah, that's the input.
Okay. And then the output or your headphones is probably the same thing. So
Yeah.
if you turn on, I'm afraid we can test it, but we can change that back. I'm afraid because you have that turned on, we probably should, because I'm going to hear mix minus essentially, or I'm not going to hear slap back without the mix minus turned on. So do you have your chat channel added to your RØDECaster? Do you know what I'm talking about even?
No, and this is where when I was chatting with you earlier, I was getting so frustrated because the original RØDECaster didn't have any of this stuff, and I feel like it's better. And I don't even know where to find the mix minus. I find it and then I lose it. How to find it again? So can you?
Yeah,
just...
I'll walk you through. But before we do that, I know. Let me quickly introduce you to everybody else. You know, you've done this, Angelique, on Clubhouse. We have all these groups of people who would join us and who would participate in the conversation with us. So this is the rest of the crew. I mean, add John to it. There's another person. So please meet everybody else. Okay, I'm going to add John now to it. Okay, there you go. So this is the group of people. Hopefully, collectively, we will be able to have this result. Please meet Angelique and Donnell. And we have on the top row is Michael. And then underneath is Glenn, who just yawned. And then
right timing.
Me in the middle, and then John Lowe over to this side with a cup of coffee.
Yeah. Cheers.
If you're wondering coffee at night, no, it's actually morning for me.
It's waking up coffee is in Malaysia. Okay, so maybe I will pick all these brains that you have there, because everybody, I think everybody with the exception of my John does not have Ecamm, but he has RØDECaster Pro II.
Okay.
So does Glenn, so does Michael. So let's see if I've got this right. In your Ecamm live stream, you get a almost like, to me, it sounded like a double track of your own voice fed to the feed. So you hear almost like a stereo, like I'm hearing, as you showed me some of the example, I'm hearing on the right ear first, like very split second right ear and then left ear. So it sounded kind of like tinny as you describe it, a little bit like almost like you're in a tunnel or a hole or something. So
does it sound like now?
Does not sound like that right now. So
But if we do this, does it sound like that?
Does it sound like that now?
No. What did you do? I do not hear it.
This fleece was white as snow.
Yeah,
Everywhere that Mary went,
the lamb was sure to go. We cannot duplicate this, and we are struggling to address it because in the recordings it doesn't show up, but when we go live on Ecamm, suddenly it's there, and we can't even hear any of the differences that we're making here. So that's
because everything your RØDECaster is piped into Ecamm. That's why I feel like it's an Ecamm routing issue, or not issue, just like a different, not the right routing essentially. So, but I'm going to test your RØDECaster a little bit and make sure that it has nothing to do with your RØDECaster, because you do not hear it in your ears, because you know if you hear it, because you can hear it from the live stream. So, so if you don't hear it, the likelihood of it being a RØDECaster issue is very low. I think it's probably it sounded like it's an issue with how we route your setup into Ecamm.
Okay, because at this point, I have just hit so many buttons that I don't think that we sound good anymore at all.
Okay.
It's probably completely out of whack because I was just like, is that made it make it? Okay, what about that, guys? And so now you can hear room noise in here, and how we're sounding in my headphones right now.
So do something real quick, and I'll walk you through some of the setup. And if you're okay with it, I know you don't have all night. Well, we don't too, but I do want to go through step by step as far as we can. Well, I'll tell you what I plan on doing, and if we can get to it, great. If not, we'll hopefully I'll understand your situation a little bit better. What I plan on doing is test your RØDECaster to see if it sounds great here, because you're coming through Zoom, and if it sounds great here, it should sound great on Ecamm, because it's essentially the same thing. You're feeding the signal from here over to Ecamm. However, in Ecamm, there's more complexity in there. So once we figure out if it sounds good on Zoom, we know your RØDECaster is great. The input of your RØDECaster is great. Now we're going to go into Ecamm and then see if we can figure out where in Ecamm it's causing that. And then when you are in your, I know you said that's why it's easier to talk back and forth like this. When we were typing back and forth, when you said you don't hear as much, or it's worse on the live stream compared to your recording. Can you give me a little bit more description on that?
Yeah, so we tried to take your recommendation of privately streaming so that we could just
test it.
And those recordings, it's not on there. But when we go live, I can hear what they hear.
So when you record it locally on your computer, like that's a recorded file, it's not there?
No.
Okay. So the exact same file is not, that's what's throwing me off, because everything that I do on my live stream is the exact duplicate copy of the recorded file. So when you go ahead.
It may be possible that I can't hear it, but when you listen to it on the phone, like on YouTube, it's pretty clear. When we put it in the car, it was like even more pronounced, right? This issue.
Right.
So it's really, but I was wondering, when I'm listening through the RØDECaster, like just watching the YouTube channel here on the computer, I'm wondering if the RØDECaster is doing something to like fix that. I don't know. It just, to me, it doesn't sound like that in the recording, but then it clearly sounds like that on the phone.
On the stream. Yeah. It definitely sounds like that on the stream, because you shared that with me and I've listened to it. So on the stream is that maybe what we can confirm is if we can connect and I can maybe have you upload it to the recorded file. So to my, like a Google Drive or something, so that I actually would be a second, pair or third pair of ears to test it to see if that's the issue. So we can also do that.
Okay.
So anything?
John,
yes, go ahead.
I don't mean to tread on your specialty, but this sounds a little bit, just the tiniest bit, like the problem I was having about a month or two ago. So if we could take 30 seconds, then I'll shut up and let you do your thing. But just to see. All right. If you are you able to see your Ecamm setup and your headings at the top, and you have like Ecamm live at the very far left, and then you go across and you see the word output.
Far, like right, on the right side probably.
Yeah. You move it to the right and you see the word output in the headings at the top. I'm asking. Yep. I'm asking.
They're doing it right now.
Yep.
Okay.
Yep, I got it.
Okay. Click on output, and then click on audio monitor.
Okay, and that's off.
Okay, that's it. I'm sorry.
Okay.
Let John do his thing. Go ahead.
No, thank you. Thank you for chiming in, because you're a user. So if you've experienced it, sometimes it could be that issue. So because she's not hearing it, she's only hearing it when it is from the playback in the stream, and that's why it's not just an output, because what Glenn was showing is the monitoring. You can actually send it and you can hear again. That's why he'll double. So when you do a live stream, do you set your Ecamm to also record? So it's it
Yes.
records on you. So that is the recording. When we're talking about the recording, that's the one that I would love to hear it, to see if it actually sound as bad, or if the issue is there compared to your live stream. Okay, with that said, a long thing, 30 minutes in. When this show ends on RØDECaster User Meetup, we're going to move over to sound check. You don't have to do anything. Everybody stay where you are on Zoom. I will have to do a little switcheroo, and then we'll come back to talk more. And please remind me, Glenn has been a timekeeper for me multiple times. I got into the issue and I completely forgot to start the new show. Anyway, so I'm going to see if I can walk you through to set up your RØDECaster the way that I set it up for Ecamm. Here's the reason, because you told me before that eventually you would love to be able to have people dial in through Zoom, kind of like what we're doing, and then be on your show and talk to you, right? That's the goal. And so I would like for you to set this up both on your RØDECaster properly that way, so that you're ready to do that when you are ready to do that on Ecamm. Okay, so I will show you my screen of my RØDECaster so you can follow along.
Okay.
So in order to get that going, I would like to see if you have a chat channel set up on your system. You probably don't have that set up so that I can see your screen, do you? If you don't worry about it. You can just you don't have a camera that you can easily show your RØDECaster to me, is there?
I can try to turn on continuity camera and use my phone, but again, the battery is like...
don't worry about it. Don't worry about it. You just follow along what we have here, and then you can just tell me yes or no. Do you see a chat channel edit on any of your screen here on your RØDECaster? The chat one, it shows like a USB. This is the one right here. It looks like a USB, has a chat bubble. See if that's on your RØDECaster screen anywhere. How many channels do you actually have added on there?
I have, well, all of them, the 5 are assigned, and then the last one is there's the pads.
Okay, so 5 would be which? Can you verbally tell me, like USB1?
Oh yeah, so I have 3 microphones on the first 3, and then it says USB 2.
Okay.
Well, it's
USB 2 will be a phone probably.
USB 1, USB 2. Then it just has a sound. What the heck is that?
Oh, that's probably a sound pad. It's like a waveform.
I'm just gonna see if I can turn on continuity camera.
Okay, there you go.
John, that's me. Just a suggestion. I think what might be helpful as well is if they have the Rode Central app, they can actually configure everything
from the Rode Central app
without having to do it directly.
Do you even have that yet? Because it's fairly new. Do you have Rode Central installed? If not, I wouldn't want to overwhelm you right now.
I do have Rode Central installed.
Yeah, so that might be easy. It's just a simple click, clickety click around.
Clickety click. I'm with clickety click because I'm on fire. I can't figure this out. What we can figure out is how flammable this.
Will you live stream that?
We're gonna make content regardless. Okay. A new version. Every time I come in here, it's a new version. That's what happened last time. Everything was working. Then I got the new version, and all of a sudden, nothing worked anymore. And I'm attributing it to that because we've used this before, and it was just fine. Then all of a sudden, it wasn't fine.
Okay. All right. So let's see.
Do all of this right now, and it's taking up time. The Zoom isn't recognizing the continuity camera. So I don't know.
That's
if you
okay.
hear it.
So I'll just tell you where, and you will follow along what I do. Okay, is that okay?
Mm-hmm.
Okay. So right now you are seeing this screen, and if you do not see this little chat bubble icon here, it doesn't have to be green. It could be a different color. So whenever you
I
speak,
do not have a chat bubble.
okay. So what I'll do is I will have you add that chat to your
I
f-
do.
You do? Is it somewhere? Is it in the virtual? Is it over on the right side?
Yeah, it's the virtual.
Okay, so there's a little fine line. So bring that to, let's say, if maybe what mic do you use the sound effects a lot? This sound effects here.
I would love to. I usually
But just for now, since there's 6 channels, right? You have mic 1, 2, and 3, and then you have your USB 1 and 2 and sound pad. Maybe your USB 2 could be moved over to the virtual and then swap the chat channel over to the actual physical button. I'm going to explain to you what I'm talking about. So on RØDECaster, you assign which channel to go to the physical fader.
Yeah. Okay. I
Right?
reassigned. Yeah, I reassigned it to.
So reassign. So now it should be in the fader. So it's easier for us to mess with, to control.
Yeah.
So it should be out using the fader, and you should be able to see it. What I'd like to do is for you to switch. What was that? Who's that coming from? Okay, it seems like it's coming from. Okay, so what you need to do? I'm gonna fade the audio out so you don't hear it. Do you all still hear it in the meeting? You don't hear that anymore, right? Okay, okay, all right. So if you would, with that already turned on, if you would go to your Zoom and your input and output, so your microphone and speakers should turn to RØDECaster Pro II Chat from your Zoom. And then once you have that configured, our sound should be coming from your RØDECasters chat channel. Let's see if we can get that configured. And I'm setting this up. Okay. 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 I'm still hearing it. Did it switch?
Yeah, I think I found it.
In your Zoom microphone, I'm gonna switch over. I'll turn the volume down so we can see in the microphone in the microphone of your audio in here in your audio. The microphone should be RØDECaster Pro Chat, and your speaker should also be RØDECaster Pro Chat. And let me know once you have that. That's good? Okay. All right. Okay, so now I'm going to switch back to us. Okay, so now can you say something? See if there's any...
I had that before.
Okay. Oh, okay. So I'm still hearing the loop back. So when you look at the RØDECaster right now and see when you speak, do you see your own voice coming into any... Do you hear the double audio? Do you hear that slap back, Angelique? Or is it just us that's hearing it?
No, I can hear it too.
So there's definitely some looping going on there. And in your chat is already set to that. What else could there be on the RØDECaster that would cause that?
I'm gonna go grab the matches.
Don't do that just yet. Oh, what could be the cause of that other brains? Like because it's Zoom is configured correctly. The RØDECaster. So when you hear the echo, Angelique, or the slap back of your own voice when you speak, is it coming from the chat channel? Let's try it. Let's see if it's, when you look at the eye by eye, When you hear that, does it come through that channel? See if the signal's coming through. I'll let you speak. Do you not see anything at all there? So no signal of any sort. Let me make sure that your mix minus is on. So I'm going to go back to my RØDECaster. So if you go to your settings again and go to, is it output?
Yeah,
Output and then routing. Oh, wait, I'm hearing that now. Oh, but I'm hearing it through Angelique probably. So like all our sounds being looped. Or is it my setup? Michael?
I want you, John.
Oh, it is me.
Yeah, I think
Oh, yeah,
it
it
might
is. Maybe I should burn it. Okay, all right.
if you down your chat, all the way down.
But why is it on here? So the audio, did I change my setting? But why did it just start doing it? Okay, let me go to my Zoom. Nope, this setting is right. Okay, all right. So now I can't hear you, obviously. I'm gonna see.
Yeah, because you're routing through your chat on Zoom, it's going to loop. So you can.
Now I'm gonna have to figure out my issue before I can help your issue.
You just need to put mix minus on.
Let me make sure that my mix minus is on. Hang on. I can't hear you all just yet. Output, routing, my chat, USB chat. Oh, mine's on custom. What the hell? Mix minus. Okay. All right. Now we should be good.
Okay.
So that's how you do it. I bet yours is probably already on your mix minus.
Mine's on.
Okay.
Mine's
so
on.
wait. Okay. Michael, say something.
Like 1, 2, 3. 1, 2, 3. 1, 2, 3. 1, 2, 3. 1, 2, 3.
What the heck? Oh, wait. Let's see. We weren't having this issue before, were we? Well, of course
Okay, I'm trying something else. 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 Okay, I'm trying something else.
I'm scared to talk.
Okay. All right. So maybe do something. Angelique, can you mute your chat? Your
I have
Zoom.
everything muted.
Your Zoom.
Oh, okay. Oh, okay.
Okay. Is it muted? Okay, so it's muted. Can somebody else say something?
Something.
Okay, so it's not there. So it's coming from
something.
It's coming from Angelique's side.
Yeah, gotta be.
So all our sounds coming through there. Let's see, and okay, so and in there's no like loop back or anything on your system, is there? Okay. But so now let's go back to echo cancellation using Zoom. At least we can communicate. So make sure you do not have the musician sound, original musician sounds turned on. Turn that back off. In fact, go to your setting and then actually turn on the echo cancellation from Zoom. At least we can chat. So it'd be, in your audio setting, and just let me know when, give me a thumbs up, or under echo cancellation in audio. Mine, of course, has original sound, but if you Zoom background noise removal, if you have that click, and then hopefully we'll eliminate that. We'll at least use Zoom to solve our current issue. And then once you have that done, try to unmute yourself on Zoom before you talk so that we can see what the issue is. Okay, all right. Okay, so John, I'm getting you on. Okay.
That checked.
Which is, can you say that again?
I'll just type it in the chat.
Okay, so I will. So it's like our sounds going back into her system. And yeah, if it's, why is it coming through the system? And you do have, are you able to share your screen on Zoom? Maybe that would be, and John, I saw you. I'm going to go approve you right now. Maybe John, another helping hands coming. Okay, I'm going to approve John. John, emails coming your way with the link to join. Okay, let's see. I already had that checked. Okay, she already has that checked. Are you able to, she's typing it to us so that we can communicate. Can you see if you can share your screen, your Zoom screen with us from through your Zoom call? Okay, she's doing that right now. I'm seeing it. I'm going to add that to the feed so everybody can see it. Angelique's sharing. Okay. This is it. Okay. All right. Let's go. Oh, so you have Zoom. How about we turn off Ecamm for now, and then we'll turn back on once we figure this part out. I wonder if that's causing some of that because it was not there before. We were chit-chatting for a little bit, and then it started doing that. Okay. Go ahead and see if we can speak now. See if it's still there. Can say something, Angelique? Let's see if you're now no sound. Oh, you're still muted on Zoom. On Zoom, you're still muted.
Maybe you can request to unmute her or something.
Okay, I'll do that. Ask to unmute.
Okay,
okay, there you go. Okay. I don't think we hear that issue. So that issue is probably coming from Ecamm. We should probably confirm the issue is probably Ecamm.
I don't know if it is.
Oh, no.
No, it's still there.
Dang it. Okay, so now we'll go back to your share screen and please see if you can see the
If you can navigate to
yeah, go ahead.
If you can navigate to the device configuration
Of Zoom, right?
of the RØDECaster of Rode Central. I'm just
Rode
curious
Central.
to see how they have it set up currently.
Okay, because the window is not showing on my screen share.
I see. Go ahead and stop the screen share, and then so that you can actually change that back. So why? Okay, I just while you have it, I'm gonna quickly do something really quick. If you would switch, are you able to, you can go to Zoom Workplace and then go to Zoom Preferences or Zoom Settings, and then see if you can have see the microphone and the speaker. Oh, you should be able to see that now. Now that you're not doing screen sharing, you should be able to see whether or not your input is on USB chat. Right here. I can see the settings. It just wasn't showing on the screen share. Okay, so both are the microphone and the speaker, both on RØDECaster Pro Chat for you, Angelique, inside Zoom. They are. Okay. All right. Now, let's see if you can go into your screen share again. Go into your Rode Central, and then we're gonna see how the pieces are connected. John IT just joined us. One more brain to help with this. Okay, so you.
Hello.
Hi, John. Let me see. Hey, where are you? Okay, you're here. Okay, let me add you to John IT. The name is reassuring, right? We have John IT here. Oh, wait. So it's definitely coming from us. John, I am not sure. Why do I have two Michael? Okay, there you go. Why is... we are trying to solve... This is not even going to the root of the issue of why we were here. We're trying to see on Zoom, why can't we have Angelique and audio not do the slapback? It's like their voice is coming into my system and sending that all of us.
I think it has to do with the routing.
It has nothing to do with me. But the thing is, the issue is like when her mic is muted, none of us have this issue.
From her then.
Yeah.
So I think, do you have your system audio going through the RØDECaster?
Oh, that's a good question.
Oh. Okay, so you walk them through. So system audio should... Oh, I wonder if the system audio is also on chat or on some other channel. Let's check to see what your system audio is on. So this would be what, John? Like in the system preferences or system settings of the Mac?
Yeah. If you go... Well, first let's go to audio MIDI. You can just do command space, because I want to see what your system routing is, and then type in audio MIDI. Yep.
Okay, we're gonna watch this too.
Okay, great. So it's in... Oh, you have multi-channel for the RØDECaster.
Right.
Or multi-track. Okay, so your RØDECaster is... your system audio is coming through the RØDECaster. So that means every time we speak, you should see our audio levels in the RØDECaster. Is that right? So if I'm speaking right now and you're looking at the RØDECaster, okay, good. Okay, good. So that may be the issue. So you're gonna have to do like a mix minus of the system audio.
So John,
yeah,
her chat, I have her route like how I have mine routed. The Zoom call is through chat channel. And then can you see from here the audio devices if her system setting, or maybe you can go there, Angelique, go to your system setting and check on the sound. I wanted to see if that is going to chat also. So if you go to sound, that should be, no, that's multi-track. Oh.
Yeah.
So that's correct. That's how I would route it. Output, just go to your output and see what it is. Okay, that's there, so that's correct. Okay, all right, now you take back, John. So
okay, so if you go to routing on the RØDECaster,
okay, so you can use your Rode Central there on the back, so we can all see it. And she can, okay, there you go.
Okay, so everything is coming through USB1, which is the main track, right?
Mm-hmm.
Okay, so click on that. Not that one, USB1.
I think she's in the wrong area. She may have to click the back button first. Oh, there you go.
Okay, that's good. Yeah, output routing. Okay, mix minus. Okay, so click on custom. All right. So now we can go one by one. Yes, click that. Remove that. Double, yeah. Click it again. All right. Do you have anything coming through the chat audio? Let's see. Are you using the chat audio?
Can you click? Does she need to click on?
It's right here. Yeah, it's right here on the same page. So if you click on the chat audio, so it has that little chat emoji
to the right of it,
above it. Yeah. Oh no, right next to it. Go back to channel 1. output 1 or USB 1 rather.
Oh, I see what you see. Oops.
Oh, yeah. So, yeah, come down a bit. Yeah, go up. You see where the USB 1 is? Right in between the Bluetooth and the chat audio. So go back to the... Oh, she was trying to mute herself.
Mm-hmm.
Okay, cool. Yep. So go to that. Yeah. Remove the chat.
Oh, in the channels, down below.
Yeah. Yeah, there you go.
There you go.
Okay, so I see USB 2 is all the way up. So when I speak, what channel is that coming through on your RØDECaster? Testing 1 2 1 2.
On two.
Number 2
Number 2.
is number 2.
Okay, so remove number 2.
Oh, is USB 2 also connected to your computer? Is it connected? Is USB 2 connected to your computer? Oh, it's your phone. Okay.
That's your phone. Okay, remove that. Remove
Yeah.
USB 2. Let me see.
Okay.
Yeah, click that twice.
He meant remove it from the Rode
Oh,
Central,
no. Yeah,
right?
remove it from the Rode Central.
The fader.
Okay, is that better?
Yep.
Yes. Yeah, there's no stop back.
Check. Oh, I wonder if the phone is picking up as a
Yeah.
continuity microphone.
Probably, yeah.
I have no idea. Okay, so took many brains. Okay.
Okay, continue to speak. Let's see. Unmute your channel. Unmute your mic in Zoom and continue to speak. Let's see if it really... It definitely was USB 2 because if our voices is coming through USB 2 and...
Okay,
Okay.
is that better?
Yeah.
Yes.
Okay, we don't hear
Yes.
anymore. So it's probably the mic on there, but we'll figure that out. But now that we've got this far, I would like to get this properly set up and hear me out, John, IT, and everybody else. Okay, so if the culprit was USB 2, I would like for her to get this back to, this is USB 1, so it should be main mix. I don't want it to get into custom, so that's a little more complicated. So you should be able to click on main mix now, Angelique, on your USB 1. Instead of custom, do main mix.
Okay.
Okay. All right. It's still good, right? Now, go to chat, and chat should be mix minus in the middle. Okay. Now, we are still on we are still on chat channel for both your Zoom input and output, right? The speaker and microphones on your Zoom. Well, you might not be able to see it, but you didn't change it, right? It was chat
I didn't
this whole
change it.
time.
Yeah, it's still chat. I just checked.
Okay. And then we should also now be seeing your, you should also now be seeing all of us talking, and it should be coming in to the chat channel on your RØDECaster. Okay.
Yes, it is.
All right. We are almost time. Maybe stop first. But thank you, John.
Back to 0.
Okay, so we got, so I wonder that it's related to what, do you always have your phone plugged into USB 2, Angelique, during your show?
No.
Okay, all right.
No, I don't.
Cool. All right. So
I did only tonight because of Clubhouse. That was it.
Okay, got it.
Yeah.
Okay, all right. So what I'm gonna do now is we'll take a pause. You all can take a pause, and I will wrap up the show, and then we'll go on to sound check. If you're already on Zoom, just stay there. I'm gonna mute myself, and then when it's ready to after I start the next show, you will be brought in. Okay, now then on sound check, we can then look into what issue we're having. You can talk amongst yourself while I reboot the show. Maybe Angelique, you can kind of give John IT, or maybe Michael too, he can give them a little quick brief of what the issue you've been experiencing using Ecamm RØDECaster Pro II. Sounds good?
Okay. Sounds good. Thank you so much.
Whew, okay, that was an adventure. Okay. All right. Okay. You will see you on Soundcheck, everybody. And Flame, we're going to launch a Soundcheck soon on Clubhouse. So we'll see you there as well. Goodbye. See you next on Soundcheck.